This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Oh, they'll start on the ground here on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Open man, that's Felton. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Up the middle they go. Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the air with McCarthy. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. Now Daniels. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now is Daniels. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention to this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready, ready, It's Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Justice, Buffalo 80.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. The Packers at 5-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Daniels going to keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I love plays like that. Defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. And Walker has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Daniel's going to keep it. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Back.
Ready?
Here's a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On the go.
2nd and 7.
Come on. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
70 Timberwolves.
They go play action. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready. Panther 60.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down. Here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Whoa. I did not do that.
Now McCarthy. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
McCarthy going to throw again.
Oh, he is wide open.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Ready? Here we go. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Ready? Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. Ready, ready?
The final shot before break. Daniels. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores. Hope to come back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And to the front, the open man, that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
65 catch.
To the air goes Daniels. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. Going left side, it's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. This one caught by Crowder. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Minnesota.
Let's go. 19.
On play action, McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
To the air again, McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramos. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Packers, 14.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Okay,
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's...
A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crowder. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. To the air with McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one,
touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
and actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action, now McCarthy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on 1st down. Crowder. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Daniels. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down, and it's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready, ready?
Operating from the gun. Daniels. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden.
Go now.
A gain of 6.
Mustang 19.
That's another.
Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big